Hello and welcome to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. It's great to have you here. I've seen lots of channels do AliExpress sale videos before, so I thought it was about time that I did one. But I'm obviously looking at it from a budget watch point of view. So a lot of channels are going to mention Pagani Design, San Martin, and those sorts of brands. Well, I'm looking a bit lower than that, to be fair, at some of the real bargains. You can still pick up a great bargain in the AliExpress sale. It runs from August the 22nd to August the 26th. 2022, obviously, the summer sale, or the Megabrands Sales as it's known. So I thought I'd show you what I'm looking at. The 5 watches that I'm watching, there's actually 6, but one's basically the same watch. And the first one I'm looking at is this BERNY. It's described as Swiss Railway Timepiece. Now, I did wonder whether railway watches were issued back in the day, but I think actually what they mean is it looks a bit more like the clock that are used on railway stations. It's a very clean design, and I'll come on to that in a minute, but some of the specs, it's got sapphire glass, genuine leather strap, oh, could have lost it, 50 meters water resistance, claimed obviously, easy read date window, exhibition back cover, stainless steel case, it's a Seagull ST1612 automatic self-wind mechanism. I'm not an expert on automatic watch movements, but I've heard of Seagull before, and I've heard of that one. I think it's fine. And it's got a luminous second hand. I'm not quite sure what we mean by that. There's 2 different versions of this watch. If I bring up this one, I think you'll probably see this better. So we've got one set with the Arabics and one set without the Arabics. I'm not quite sure which one I prefer, actually, between the two. I think I'm going to go with one of the white dialed versions. I'll just click it onto here. Now, I did notice that there's a slight difference in that the ones with the Arabics claim to have luminous hour markers. Well, that's great, but if the hands aren't loomed, I'm not quite sure what use that is. But I still like the design of the watch. We've got it down from £47 down to £33 in the sale, so that's a great saving. This is the AM7068M and the AM038M, which is the one with the Arabics, I believe. I think I'm going to go with the one with the Arabics. I think I prefer that more, to be quite honest. It's a really clean look. 40mm in diameter, alleged sapphire glass, 50 meters of water resistance, again claimed, down from 47 to 33. I think that's a really great price. BERNY, it's a range I've heard of before, but I've not had their watches in. Now, what they do, which is kind of why there's 6 watches in this top 5, is they also do a quartz version. Now, in the quartz version, that's down from 36 to £30, so 10% cheaper. But if that's your budget, that's your budget. I believe it's pretty much the same specification. The only thing is, on this one, they do it on a couple of different straps. And we've got a Milanese, a couple of NATOs, and a leather. But they only do it with the markers as against the Arabics, from far as I can see. But again, great price, £30 in the sale. I'll put links to both in the description. Take a look, see what you think. Now, the next watch I'm looking at is this SMAEL. I'm not sure how you say it, to be quite honest. Now, the reason I'm looking at this is I recently did a review of the Timex HQ Digital, or DGTL. It proved really popular on the channel. Obviously a G-Shock lookalike. And I saw this. Now, that was about £35 from memory. And this, you're going to get it in the sale from £8.79 to £10.50. Not the biggest saving from there, but I thought that was a really good price. I think that's a third of the Timex, which was a half of a G-Shock, if that makes any sense. So this is a much cheaper version. It's got a few things going for it. It's 50 meters water resistant, allegedly. Alarm clock. Seismic drop. I don't know, does it cause an earthquake when you drop it? I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks very similar to it, so I thought I'd get one in just to compare really against the Timex and see what it was. They do it in 14 different colours, so there's every colour you can probably think of in here, with some really sort of nice marbly effects as well. I'm going to be honest, I'm probably going to go for just the black one. But again, just a comparison, not a massive price, but probably one I'll order in. Next one I'm looking at is this particular watch. Now, I'm not a massive fan of skeletonized watches, but they can look quite good. And I really wanted to do something and bring something in a bit different for the channel. So I took a look at this ONOLA, again, murdering the pronunciations, this sort of RM lookalike style watch. It is a quartz watch, it's not a mechanical watch. I like the look of it. It comes in quite a few colours. So we've got the silver brown, black and silver, probably the one I'll go for. Although the black and gold's not too bad. If we really want to go mad, they do it in a blue, and then we've got a white and rose gold, yellow, blue, and a red. Now, this is the ONOLA ON6825. It's got a claimed water resistance of 30 meters. It's a quartz, as I say. Got a lot of reviews, and they're all really good, to be quite honest. Well, most of them 4 and 5 stars. So I think I'm going to get one of those in because it is just a little bit different. Not the biggest saving, but what, 20% I'm guessing that is. Now, just remember, you can put it in your basket before the sale starts, and then it will drop to the lower price when the sale starts, so you can complete your purchase. And I just thought that would be a bit different. Next, we're at the Global Wristwatch store. Again, I'll put a link into the description. I'm looking at this particular watch, that classic octagonal on the flat-bodied watch. Great look. It's a real sort of, well, if you know the watch it's looking like, you know the watch it's looking like. They've got only 4 colours in this. A white, a blue, black, which I think is the one I'm going to go for. And they've got the PVD sort of all black version. Down from $14.90 to $12.52 to $14.69. Again, maybe not the greatest saving, but it's one I've been watching for a while, so I might as well wait until it comes out and drops on the sale. 42mm diameter, 30 meters worth claimed worth of resistance, but it looks really great. Nice chrono as well. Oh, and a date window. So I think I'm going to get one of those in as well to review. I've done CHENXI before, and they are good watches. So I think that's another one to get in. And the last watch, which is a 6 watch because the first 2 were basically the same, but one was a quartz version, is this one. We're in the dropshipping watch store. We've got this, well, if you know what the watch is, you know what the watch is. This sort of explorer style watch. It is LIGE. They only do it in 2 colours, a black and a white, or a white and a black as I clicked it. I've got a couple of LIGE watches in to review already. I've been very impressed with them. I'm not quite sure the lume's that bright, but from the ones I've got, it is pretty good, so I hope it looks like that. It's a 43mm diameter quartz, 12mm thick, £25 down to 20. That is a really good price for that watch. The finishing on it on my other LIGE watch has been really quite good, so I'm hoping that this one might be the star of the show, to be quite honest. I only got 6 reviews so far, but just looking, the only thing I thought of was, it's only 43, I don't know how big this guy's hand is, but that looks huge, to be quite honest, on his wrist. Now, I've got an 8-inch wrist, so I don't think it will be that big on me. Anyway, those are the ones I'm looking at. Just a quick sort of, this is what I'm looking at in the sale. Now, the sale is on from August the 22nd to August the 26th, 2022. I've put links into the description for everything. Let me know what you're buying in the comments, or if you're going to buy any of these. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe you're a San Martin or a Pagani design person. And thanks for dropping in. Please subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks.